You think mainstream America like didn't understand the whole Roman thing? Because you know you really got to be a deep Nicki Minaj fan to understand Roman.
Of course. I mean, yeah, that goes without saying. They didn't understand. It was like, why? What are you talking about? Why are you calling yourself Roman? Who was that man? And why? What are you doing here? And why they even let you perform at the Grammys, black chick? Yeah, they didn't understand it, but I was happy that they didn't understand it. I don't want to always be understood. That's the crazy thing about me. It's even with my lyrics, I don't like when people understand all my lyrics. I purposely say it in a crazy way. Like, I want my fans, my core, to really go and dissect the lyrics. I don't want them, I feel like you gotta talk in code sometimes, and a lot of things I do, I feel like it's code. I don't want everybody knowing and figuring it out and being able to predict my next move. And I loved my Grammy performance. You know, shout out to Lorianne, cause she gets me. I painted this picture. I painted the picture for the Grammy people. They heard the song. They went crazy over that song. I wasn't gonna do that song.
Right. I didn't like the song until I heard it on the album. I didn't when I heard it. I didn't get it. When I heard it on the album, I was like, okay, I get Roman's Holiday.
Right, because Roman Holiday, it's just a theatrical piece. It's not a song for you to be like, hey, I'm in the club.
Right.
It's just a theatrical piece, and I like to do different stuff. I don't think an album, I could give you a verse after verse after verse. I do features for that. I'm not gonna give you just a verse after verse on my album. You know what I'm saying? But again, I was happy they didn't get it. I was proud of my performance. I still am. It's my best performance to date. I loved my production. Like, I loved the fact it looked like a church. I loved the priest. I loved everything about it. You know what I'm saying? I loved my Oscar de la Renta dress. I loved my custom-made Versace robes flown in from Milan.
Right.
I loved it.
Now, do you ever have to like kind of scream on Lorianne because she was Lady Gaga's choreographer? So you have to tell her like, look, that's not me, that's Gaga. Like,
hell no. Lorianne was working with me since I came in the game.
Oh, okay.
Lorianne, I don't know. Do you remember on My Time Now? Lorianne was there with me doing my MTV performance.
Yes, I remember.
I've been working with her for a couple years. So yeah, I guess they parted ways with Gaga, but no, I never have to scream on Lorianne. Like, Lorianne is the only creative director so far that I've ever met that gets me. Like, I don't even gotta say nothing. Like, I'll tell her my idea and bang, it's just like in its physical form, it's done.
Drake.
Yeah.
I say it like that, yeah.
She's waiting for Charlamagne to jump in.
No. Charlamagne talks about Drake all day long.
I give him cultural critique. I critique him.
Now, she's looking at the mirror now. She's looking at the mirror now. She's looking at the mirror now. Now, Charlamagne talks about Drake is... What do you say about Drake, Charlamagne?
I call him a pretty albino girl. I call him Princess Boy.
It's getting hot.
But I do respect him as a rapper. He's a dope lyricist. I just don't like when he sings. And I don't like when he acts like a thug. When he acts like a thug, that really bothers me.
Now,
so you don't like somebody when they sing, but you don't like them when they act like a thug. So what you want him to do?
That's very true too. And I actually heard an interview where he said recently, "I'm going to sing and I'm going to be the sensitive guy. That's my lane." And I said, you know what? That is his lane.
Right.
So as long as he's doing that, I'm cool. But when he's in the video with, goons behind him, well, the most non-threatening goons I've ever seen, and black gloves and all that, I'm not with that. And talking about you think Drake's gonna pull it, you never know. Like, I'm not with that.
Is it awkward when he says things like he would marry you and you're the girl and blah blah blah? Are you like, Drake, come on, we're your label mates?
We just have fun. Drake and I are like, we're just known for doing like this crazy like flirting stuff, and we get a kick out of it. You know what I'm saying? I think some of the fans get a kick out of it. And no, it's never awkward. It's like
funny.
You know what I always think? I think that when I was like 15 and I would see like Jay and Foxy and not saying that they were flirting, but like they're interacting, and when you see
Jay was definitely
Jay was knocking Foxy down.
Biggie was definitely knocking.
That's a bad example.
You need to say
knocking Kim down. That's a bad example.
Absolutely.
But go ahead.
Absolutely.
Okay, you can continue on. Okay, when they used to flirt.
We want Drake to come. We're gonna have Drake come sit down here.
Don't put that in my mouth. Pause. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, I think that the kids, the kids will get a kick out of it. It's like when they see Wayne, Drake, and Nicki Minaj, and we're talking, and sometimes, we're doing all this stuff. They're like, oh my goodness, I want to be in Young Money. What is it like? It's like just, it's a dope little kind of cute picture for the kids that's looking. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. He's definitely more of like my little brother. You know what I'm saying? And that's really how I look at. I feel like I look at Wayne as my older brother and Drake as my little brother, but we do our little flirting and stuff because we ain't really brothers and sisters. So that's all to it.
I always said when you first signed over there with
How many pictures are you gonna take of me? I don't want no more pictures, boy. Please, sir.
I'm going to tell you. About five, you good about five. You get the 6 is a little too far. I'm not telling you that.
I've never seen somebody get shut down. Like, I've never seen that. I've heard about superstars doing that, but I've never seen that.
I told you, Nicki's good for about 5. I said 5 is good for about 5.
Yo, I can't wait till I get to that level. Hey, put the goddamn camera away. Okay?
So Nicki, I was saying, when you first signed over at Young Money, Cash Money, being like the one female, I guess Chanel was there also, but was it like, when you were the new woman there, were the guys kind of going crazy over you to be an attractive female?
No.
Not at all?
No, they was always drinking so much syrup. They would just be asleep.
Oh, okay.
By the time I got to the studio, they would always be asleep. It was never like that. But you know what? I never carried myself that way. I never came in like, what up, y'all? Boom, boom. I never been that type of person. You know
when I used to see you, always had a hood on.
Really?
Yeah, you always had a hood on. Well, I guess you were recording or you always had a hood on.
How long did it take for them to like